points in the game.
Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hilton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Finds a tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do, throwing the ball and running it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, running back on the move. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. He can buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him. Even better, getting him on the ground.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It'll be 3rd and long. out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Direct snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. Got a wide open receiver. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There we go. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been...
Open field on the right. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Back to pass, it's Mateer. It's complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
The listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Barnes. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Barnes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Makes the grab. It's Barnes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Got stuffed on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. From the gun, the ground game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Here's a throw downfield late. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I
hauls it in the end zone for a touchdown, and now they just need the extra point to take the lead.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. The quick out. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's got the tight end. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
On target over the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, LSU.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's good, the game winner. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one.